Okay, welcome to the Seacliff neighborhood of Aptos, California. Just crossing over Highway 1, going down into Seacliff Village here. So, looks like we have a little stop at the light. This is the freeway off-ramp for Seacliff, so if you're coming to visit Seacliff, you might be getting off at that freeway exit right there. If you're coming from the north, from Santa Cruz or from Silicon Valley, that's your freeway off-ramp right there. Okay, and we're going to go down here in the Seacliff Village. First place here is the 76 station, and this is where I was when the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake hit, right at the 76 station there. And here goes the railroad tracks. Hopefully we will be moving the railroad tracks soon and putting in a pedestrian bicycle path. There goes Snow White Drive-In, Burger Hell, as they used to call it back in the day. And then right ahead of us is famous Seacliff State Beach. This is a state park, and it's the home of the SS Palo Alto, the famous sunken cement ship. And I'm not going to go down here because I don't have my state park pass right now, and I do want some money to get in there. So I'm just going to turn around right there and go back. But that is where the beach is. It's a very long, wide beach. Here also we have the Seacliff Plaza up here on the left. Seacliff Plaza store. I used to call it the Rip-Off Mart, because I used to live here. This is my old neighborhood right here. That was Mary Ann's Ice Cream, one of the best ice cream shops in town. And of course, Manuel's Mexican restaurant, in business over 50 years. Many famous people have been there. The Mediterranean Dive Bar, Hole in the Wall, great place for breakfast. Pizza One, some of the best pizza in Aptos. A lot of good stuff down in Seacliff Village. But you blink and you miss it. We're already out of the village. We're going down Center Avenue in Seacliff. And yeah, this is what it looks like. There's not much in the way of sidewalks. There are some street lights out here, but it's fairly undeveloped. When I was a little kid, we used to come down here because my grandfather built a house over Seacliff Beach. We'd come down here. It was rented out, but we would visit it from time to time, and it always blew me away that there were no sidewalks. I grew up in Berkeley, and there's lots of sidewalks in Berkeley, but around Aptos, there's a lot of neighborhoods without any sidewalks. So here we are, just driving through a typical Seacliff kind of neighborhood, in case you're wondering what it's like in Seacliff. This is it. And we're going to hang a left here on Seacliff Drive. All right. A nice quiet winter day. Now we're going to head on down Sea Terrace Way. And look at this. Beautiful view right here. This is a building site right now. You could actually buy this if you wanted to. Someone's going to be building a house there, I guess. What a fantastic view they would have right there, that's for sure. So in this particular part of Seacliff, you do have some larger homes. These homes are newer than some of the original homes in Seacliff, which tended to be more, beach cottage type places. These parts, this part of the houses were more built as a sort of a year-round housing. Now, if I were to go take a right, I would head on down to Rio Del Mar, which I have another video about Rio Del Mar. Seacliff is right next door to Rio Del Mar, so I'm not going to go down there right now. But here we are. Now we're back on Center, and we're heading back towards Seacliff Village. But I'm not going to go back to Seacliff Village. I'm going to go right down here, going down El Camino del Mar, road to the sea. And what do we see right in front of us? Why, there's the Mar. There's the sea right in front of us. And geez, it's a beautiful day out here today. A lot of homes soaking up the view right here. Beautiful views from these houses. And this is Seacliff Drive. And it's parkland right here in front of us. This, I guess it belongs to State Park. Then we're going to put the Monterey Bay Discovery Center right here. It was a proposal to put it there anyway. It ended up going in down by the boardwalk. Wonderful place with great views. But of course, the neighbors, they would rather have an empty field in front of their house instead of a nice, cool discovery center to share with tourists. So that never happened. But yeah, this is part of Seacliff. And we're just going to hang a left down here back on Center Avenue, and then we'll be back in Seacliff Village. All right. Okay. Back by good old Manuel's, Mary Ann's, and the Seacliff Plaza store. We're supposed to be working on sort of beautifying the village here. They're going to underground a bunch of utility lines and stuff like that. I put in some new paving and stuff like that. It looks like they've run out of money. That never really happened, but maybe someday. All right, now we're back on Coates Drive here. This is my old stomping grounds. I lived on this street for many years. This is the street where my grandfather built a house, and my brother and sister and I bought it from our relatives, and we owned it for a number of years. We did end up selling it back in 2007, 2008. Living on the bluff is a pretty exciting thing, right? I mean, like, eventually all this will be in the ocean. Just a question of when. Is it going to be in 10 years or 10,000? No one's quite sure. And look at that. There's a house that's under construction right here. What are they doing? Demolishing it? Wow. Looks like they've just demolished that house there. And they're building a brand new one. I know they had some serious erosion problems there because that's right next door to where I used to live. This is right here is the Beachgate Path. It's actually on the left. There's a path that goes down to the beach from this neighborhood. That's Park Drive, I guess, and Coates Drive is where the Beachgate Path is. But yeah, these houses here, the ones on the right, have 2 stories. A 2-story house would have a view, and the ones on the left, single-story houses, would have a fairly dramatic ocean view. All right, now we're back on Seacliff Drive again, and we're just gonna hang a quick left here. And then we're gonna go right on Mar Vista Drive. So Mar Vista Drive actually goes way up into the hills. We actually do have a Mar Vista, an ocean view, but the freeway came along and severed it. So there's another neighborhood up there that I called Mar Vista. I founded that neighborhood on nextdoor.com. I called it Mar Vista, although I'm told by our local historian that actually it also is Seacliff. But in the MLS, in the multiple listing service, it is not called Seacliff. It's just called Area 49 Aptos. So I called it Mar Vista, named it after Mar Vista Drive and Mar Vista Elementary School, where my kids attend. So this is Middlefield Drive. This is sort of one of the neighborhood arterial roads, if you will, of Seacliff. But, it's pretty quiet down here. There's really not a lot of traffic ever in Seacliff. That's one thing that's really nice about it is very quiet, peaceful, not a lot of street lights. I guess there's a few, no sidewalks. Just a great place to live. You're walking distance to the beach. You're walking distance to that Seacliff Plaza store and Mediterranean bar, Manuel's restaurant, stuff like that. So it's a really nice, walkable neighborhood. You could actually, if you wanted to, walk the Safeway. I guess I certainly did many times. It's an easy bike ride as well. Here we are back on Seacliff Drive. We're sort of winding our way around the neighborhood just to give you a feel of what Seacliff is like. So these 2-story homes, some of them will have ocean peaks. We're probably 3 blocks back from the bluff now. So if you're going to get an ocean view, it's probably going to be partial / obstructed by something. Another house, probably. Okay. Nice, quiet, peaceful. Now, the knock that people have against Seacliff is that it's foggy. A lot of people call Aptos fog toss. Now, why would they call a nice neighborhood like Seacliff fog toss? Well, there's a lot of fog here. Can be a lot of fog here. The climate change, it seems to me there's been less fog lately, but I'm not sure the mechanics of why that might be. Does it have to do with high pressure ridge, or who knows what it is? But there certainly seems to be a decrease in foggy days, or it could just be a temporary phenomenon. Who knows? Next year it could just start being foggy and be foggy forever. We just crossed over the railroad tracks. Sure would be awesome if those railroad tracks were turned into a pedestrian bicycle path, and hopefully we'll be able to make that happen one of these days. So now we're back on Mar Vista Drive, and now we're sort of driving back towards the cheap seats, if you will, of Seacliff. I mean, none of it's that inexpensive, but we are getting farther from the beach, and the farther you get, the less expensive the homes are. There's a mobile home park, Blue Pacific Park, we're right here on our right. That's probably some pretty inexpensive for around here, real estate anyway. Here's a condo complex. There's some condos in here. These are pretty nice condos, actually. And, they run around, I guess they're probably in the 600,000s, something like that. A lot of them have pretty good garages. Some are single level, some are 2-story. But they are sort of, in this part of the complex anyway, close to the freeway. But they're quiet inside. And again, you are not far from the beach, which is nice. So this is a great little complex right here. Never actually sold a property in here, I don't think, but I have certainly showed many of them. And we had a number of friends who live here. Yeah, this is called Sea Breeze. This is the Sea Breeze condo complex. All right, and now we're just gonna skedaddle on down Harriet Avenue, just to kind of give you a feel for what Harriet Avenue looks like. Yeah, you could go on Google Maps and get all this too, but it wouldn't be quite the same because you wouldn't have my dulcet tones speaking to you as we explore the neighborhood here. And look, there goes Laverne. There's Harriet, Laverne, and I don't know where Shirley is. I guess there is no Shirley, really. Just kidding. Okay, here goes Gertrude. Just gonna hop back onto Gertrude here real quick. So yeah, houses around here probably mostly would be in the $700,000 range, $800,000 price range, whereas houses closer to the beach nowadays would be in $900,000 to $1 million, and with a view, you'd be looking at substantially more than that, of course. Especially if it was a good view. Some of the bluff houses will be $1.5 million, $2 million easily. All right, we're going back down Mar Vista Drive. We're heading back down towards the beach. Again, there's a Blue Pacific Mobile Home Park on our left. Okay, cross over the railroad tracks again, and now we're going to take a left down on Hillcrest Drive. So the 2-story homes here will definitely have ocean views. A lot of people have rooftop decks to appreciate the view from the house, even if the house does not itself have a view. A lot of times a rooftop deck will have a view. There's a fair number of vacation rentals in here as well. When I was growing up, when I was a kid in high school and in college, when I was hanging out a lot on Coast Drive in the house we ended up buying, it seemed like every other house was a vacation rental and no one seemed to complain. But now, apparently, people are all up in arms about it. Vacation rentals, that is. If you listen to the people in the county anyway. All right. So we're going down here back to the Seacliff Plaza. Oh, there's a laundromat in here too, by the way, next to Snow White Drive-In, of course. There's also a little mobile home park right here, right in front of me, Seacliff Center RV and Trailer Park. It's teeny tiny. Don't really know anybody who's ever stayed there. And real quick, before we get out of Seacliff, I did want to take you down here to see one of my favorite places, which is Ambrosia Indian Bistro. I'm just going to even drive in the little parking lot of Ambrosia. This place is great. I think there's like 3 Ambrosia restaurants now. This used to be the Blue Spoon or New Cookbook Cafe like 30 years ago. Now it's this great Indian restaurant. Really love it. Certainly a major amenity for the neighborhood. All right, and here we have Canterbury Park. I think it's called Canterbury Park. It's a housing development. It's an affordable housing development. Very prime real estate for an affordable housing project. So you have to meet certain strict income requirements to be able to purchase a home there. But if you do, you are stoked because you're walking distance to the beach. Some of these homes, I think, have ocean views, and I know some people who bought like a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom, 1,400 square foot house for like $364. Pretty amazing. And here we have the new Seacliff Park over here. It's nice to have another park here for the kiddos. But yeah, this is Canterbury Park, or whatever it's called. Canterbury or something. I should know, and I don't really know because they didn't cooperate with realtors, I don't think, when they were being sold. And not a lot of them have come up for sale yet. It was only built out a few years ago. And then there's this new church they put in here on the left. What church is this? Episcopal Church of St. John. Again, there are ocean views here from Seacliff Park at the corner of Canterbury Drive and McGregor Drive. So, here you go. You can see a little bit of a view right here as we're driving down the road. Okay. So that concludes our tour of Seacliff, Aptos, California. I hope you enjoyed it. Look online for more of my neighborhood tours. I'm going to be building out a bunch of them for all of Santa Cruz County. So we'll see how that goes. All right, take it easy.